Hello, we are here. We made it.
Oh,
Oh, let's get it on and pop in. Put little. Let me know if you can hear this or if I need to share my sound. No, you can't hear that. No, we're just gonna get our bearings and we're just gonna drop in and yeah, feel the energy, feel the vibe. Feel light incense. That's what I'm about to do. I need a candle. I have my water. Get yourself set up. Let's get our space set up right now. I need this instant incense vibe right now. So go do whatever it is that's calling to you.
first song. Can you hear me?
What'd you say? Sorry, I think my
Oh,
mic was like louder than you were. I was like, I could just sort of hear you, but not really. I'm sorry. What was that? What were you saying?
okay. That's still the first song. Or was that
Yeah, that was. I was. Yeah, sorry. My slideshow was like actually a little bit wonky from earlier, so I was just moving it around.
okay?
LOL. All right, this is better though, because this is what it was supposed to be, the music with the open. But it's fine because that worked out too. But I just was looking for that slide and I was like, I don't know where it went. So here she is.
Oh, here she is in all her glory.
Yes. All right. So I love that. That music dropped me right in. I got my incense. My scents are popping off. My nose is loving this. So
Hmm.
now that I'm grounded into that, I'm gonna say a little prayer. This is just like a little morning prayer that I say in the mornings, but it's really for anybody. So say whatever prayer you want, or just, take take mine if you want for now. I'm just gonna take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. God, spirit, universal source, God, whatever speaks to you of the highest truth, love, compassion. Please guide our thoughts and our actions. Clearly and gently show us what is and who is for our highest good and for the most widespread healing and transformation for all. Please bless us with an abundance of support, health, wealth, love, and happiness to share with ourselves and to share with everyone around us. And please make my will thy will. I desire to be a blessing. Please show me how. I ask for this or something greater. Amen.
Amen.
So the next thing that I was gonna do is just like a little grounding technique, or I love to do the EFT tap in just to kind of like bring me back. This is super fun for when I'm about to lose my shit, really. So we can just kind of like do like a brief overview of just like how to do it rather than like doing it, I guess per se, just so that way like anybody can really make anything up. Like it doesn't have to be anything like scripted. So we'll just go through it. So get comfortable in your seat, and we're just going to kind of like sit with your spine straight up. We're going to get kind of grounded in our body and just kind of like take a deep breath in and just kind of like notice what's going on in your body and kind of on a scale rate 1 to 10, like 10 being like the most activated you are, one being like not so much. Where are you at right now on your level of like stress, let's say, or just like uncomfortable in your present moment? So just take note of where you're at. And we're just going to go through these different parts, these different tap in points. So the first one's going to be on the side of your wrist, your karate chop point. And we're just going to start tapping here. And so let's say stress is always the one thing that keeps coming back to me. So we'll do a little tap right now because normally you start with where you're feeling. And sometimes I feel really stressed out right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's my birthday, and for whatever reason, I'm still stressed out, right? And so we're gonna move to our next tap in point. It's on the top of the head, right here in the center. We're just gonna tap right there. And it's like, it's okay to feel stressed out. Like, and it's okay, even on your birthday, if you're stressed out, because I mean, literally, it's my birthday and I'm gonna cry if I want to. So let's move to the next tap in point. It's all in the awareness, right? And it's right above your eyebrows in the center. We can just notice it all and we don't have to take any of the stress in, but just notice it. And the next tap in point's on the side of the eye. Just getting to be present with the stress, not trying to change it. Let's move to the next tap in point. It's going to be underneath the eyes. And this tapping point for me, actually, I feel puffy a lot of the times. I know I'm holding a lot of stress right here, and I do believe this is the tapping point that's associated with the gut, and that makes all the sense because this be my gut be stressing. So yeah, this is the spot for me where I'm like, I know I need the most like work right here, the most love. And then so the next one is gonna be under the nose. We get to just play with our stress. We get to have fun with it. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like this terrible thing, but it is there and we do get to notice it. We just don't always have to like overly identify with it. And then so the next tapping point is gonna be under the mouth on the chin, right in the middle. And we're just gonna keep taking deep breaths in and noticing the emotions that are sitting with us. Like it's just stress. Like, come on now. Like let's remember that we can change our mindset and we can remember that we can like we can be too blessed to be stressed. Let's go back to that. So let's start tapping on our chest because we're too blessed to be stressed. Like really, honestly. Like that's it's unnecessary. It doesn't have to be that way. So the next
And
tapping
for
point,
me, it just like changes my it just changes my mindset. Like instead of focusing on the stress or whatever was pissing me off, now I'm like, oh,
yeah,
doing this.
yeah, that's it. That's like we're clearing the energy. We're going through all of our meridians. We're clearing it out. We're just noticing it, right? So the next point is underneath the bra, underneath the armpit, and it's like on the bra strap line. And yeah, we're just tapping that shit out. Like we're letting the emotions be there. Like we're not trying to tell them that they're not allowed to be there. We're not trying to tell them that we need to go like lock ourselves up somewhere and we're not allowed to come out until they're gone, you know? Go back to the karate chop. And so we're just here with it. And it's fine. It's actually fine. And it's actually not that serious. And so it's like, let's go back to the top of the head. So we're just like sitting here and we're thinking about stress and whatever it is that came up today. Go to the top of the eyebrow and just breathe into it. And like, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, like it doesn't matter right now. And so let's go to the side of the eye because it's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's just not that serious. Underneath the eye, my favorite point, because I need all the love here, like double time here. Deep breaths in, knowing that I can just come tap this right out of my body at any moment because literally, let's go underneath the nose. Emotions are just energy in motion. So when we remember that, we can come back to this practice where we're literally just go underneath the mouth. We're just moving the energy. That's all we're doing right here. And we notice it, there's energy in our body, and we get to go through and just tap it out, baby. Tap it out, get it out. We get to start balancing our emotions. We're regulating ourselves. We're feeling good. I know I'm already feeling better. I know I'm dropping numbers every single time we tap. Like that, I was like definitely high on that skill. And after just 2 rounds of tapping now, I can tell in my body, I'm already feeling calmer. I can already feel myself feeling more safe. I know right now in my body, I'm completely safe. And now my body is like actually picking up what I'm putting down. Now it's like, oh, right, we are safe. There is nothing here to worry about at all. And so just do this a couple of times, even if you're still feeling like kind of like in a mood. Like sometimes, trust me, when I when I am super stressed out, when things go way off the rails, like it can be like 6, 7, 8 times I'm tapping, doing the cycles, but you just keep doing it until the number even if it goes all the way down to a zero, you could do that. So it just depends on whatever level of relief that you need that day. But going through those tap in points and clearing the meridians and letting the energy flow through your body, letting literally just always remember like emotion is just literally just energy in motion. You just need to give it somewhere to go. You need to guide it. Don't let it like just be like a bunch of kids on a field trip, like going haywire. Like you get to be the guide of the field trip. You get to like control everybody with the tap in and keep the energy in the right flow in the direction that we're gonna go. So that actually kind of leads into even the current energy that we're working with as we're talking about flow even and the way that we want things to go. Let me pull up my other screen here. Where did it go? We'll just find it the hard way. Do you want to add anything, Jen? Like how that made you feel? Did that make you feel any better, or like did anything come up for you?
I love doing that. I don't do it enough, but it really is just like a mental reset from whatever you're thinking about, whether it's like stressful or sad or just like the movement of that and the concentration of tapping like around your head. It really like clears the energy.
It does. It so does.
It's really good.
Yay! I'm glad you felt that. Can you still only just see my Canva Zoom
Yeah.
presentation? Okay, perfect. Cool, cool, cool. So as we were talking about flow, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the energy and the transit of the week that we're in. And we think that's going to be super beneficial for all of us moving forward because the more we can work with the energy that's already present, like the better off we can all just like make more aligned decisions, I believe. And so we are taking the astrology, gene keys, numerology, human design, gate transits, and the I Ching to bring all of it together and use all of the energy and put it in a really practical way and give you actually tangible tips and journaling questions to work with for this next week, or if you notice any of this energy coming up for yourself. So the gate that we're going through right now is actually gate 29 in the human design gates, and that's the gate of perseverance. And so that's given us the energy to endure stuff and be relentlessly devoted to our commitments when we're in alignment. And so the shadow energy of this is kind of just having like that half-ass energy, like one foot in, one foot out, or like you're showing up, but you're not that committed really. Or like say, you're on a diet, but are you really following it to a T, or are you having more cheat meals than you should, and like so you're half-assing. It's a half-ass energy. Or the other side of the shadow, the gift, this is the other coin side of the coin, is its commitment on fire. And so you can use this energy right now to notice where are you maybe half-assing like things in your life, and where could you put more commitment, and how could you deepen your commitment to the things that you say matter to you, and like what would it look like if you were to devote yourself to those things. um, Devotion is the city of that gene key as well. And so that's super powerful. And the way you do one thing is how you do everything. And I think that really fits in with this gene key, honestly, because it's literally just like the way that the one of the way the I Ching brings it about is if you are sincere and giving it your all to whatever you're doing, you will succeed. So like it literally doesn't matter what you do, as long as you are fully sincerely given it your 100% devotion, and then you will succeed. So don't get too caught up in the weeds of anything. Just know if you give it your all, like that's all you need to do. It gets to be that simple. And so yeah, so anything that kind of comes up where when you're trying to commit to things, it definitely we have all kinds of disruptions and frictions that can happen because nothing's never as easy as it seems. And so we also have the sun that's going to be entering Virgo on the 22nd, and we are the 18th today. And so with the sun that is about to enter Virgo, we're gonna have all this Virgo and energy that's coming in, and that's gonna bring in a lot of working towards your goals, and using your making the best use of your resources and your time and your energy. And also strengthening your mindset and your daily habits and your routines. You want to be mindful of what the structure looks like, and can you make more of a process? Can you make it into like more of a ritual, something that's a little more structured? And kind of like a workflow even. What would it look like if you treated your life like a business and followed the workflow of that and were devoted to the process 100%? Just like, at work, your boss expects you to show up and follow the processes, follow the procedures. And if you don't follow it, you're going to not only mess yourself up, but you might mess up a lot of other people if you're working in a team. So the processes are really important. And so try to like see where you can add a little bit more structure into certain processes or rituals in your daily life. Um, But also with that comes when you're trying to have your own daily habits and routines and you're kind of sucked into your own life. So where can you find the balance in your other relationships with your independence and the goals that you need to do for yourself right now? Because it is a balancing act. Because I know for me, I want to spend all my time focusing on myself and, the things that I need to do for me. But I also have other relationships that I need to tend to. And so sometimes that's not always the most beneficial thing to be completely consumed in, my life. So how can you find the balance between your personal life, your inner world, and your outer world and your external relationships, your inner relationship with yourself and your external relationship with others. And, as within, so without. So your internal relationship with yourself will definitely reflect on your external relationship with others. So the more you can strengthen that, the better off you'll be all around. And just noticing what wounds and triggers show up in doing those things. And because that's, where your triggers are treasures and those things that show up, that's going to be what we need to feel in order to heal. And how are we going to be supporting ourselves through that and being our own best cheerleader? We definitely want to make sure that we're cheering ourselves on and we're not losing ourselves in others. It goes back to that balance of working on ourselves and relate our relationships with others. And then so other little contemplations from the I Ching, because this is like the abysmal water energy. This is like the dive in this, which I love this, by the way, because this is all about like what the Rebel Redemption's all about for me, is like just being like that rebel, like diving into the abyss of the unknown to find their redemption and like rise above. And so this is the exact energy of that. It's the soul that's locked up within the body. It's the light enclosed in the dark. And we must go with the flow of our circumstances that are out of our control without being too emotional or having an attitude or a reaction about it. Because when we behave like correctly, kind of like water. When water's flowing through things, it's going to behave in a certain way that's going to allow it to, when it hits a wall, it's going to move correctly to go flow in another way. It's not going to get mad that it hits a wall. It's not going to like be stuck on that wall and like not be able to get through. Like, no, it's going to hit the wall and like pivot and flow in another direction with ease and grace. And that's kind of what we need to do when we come across our circumstances that are out of our control. We need to learn how to pass through with ease and grace. We're just pivoting like water. We want to remember that. We get to flow. It gets to be easy. We want to try to like not get caught up in the dangers of the drama. We really want to remember to stay true to ourselves and remember that when we're sincere, everything that we do, we are going to succeed. We just need to make sure that we're leading with the heart and consistently pushing forward. And then, like water, we're going to fill every little depression and we're going to keep flowing on. But, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen all at once. So we need to patiently await for an aligned way to show itself out. And then it's really about releasing our past grievances and our past judgments on the situation and the people involved and what we thought it should have been like, and accepting that everything that we've been through is a part of who we are. And we really have to just focus on trying not to identify with our experience and allowing it to flow through us and learn from it and move forward with grace, just like water, because we are water. And so yeah, that is for sure the energy coming through. So it is coming in hot and heavy this week. So if you're feeling any kind of imbalances, if you're noticing any little possible disruptions or friction in your relationships, it's all here and it's on purpose. It's going to show us where we're not giving ourselves those things. And how can we give those things to ourselves? And when we do that, we're going to be feeling an expansion because we're going to be taking better care of ourselves. And that's the gift in all of this. So embrace the disruptions, embrace the confrontations, embrace all of the things that might not come wrapped in a pretty bow, as still it's a gift because it is bringing us to the expansion that we truly are looking for and want for ourselves and for everyone around us. So it's all about just being patient and, like just literally going with the flow and don't worry that you're in the abyss. Like it's fine to be in the abyss. The abyss doesn't have to be scary, especially not when you got all your besties with you. So, yes, that's the energy. Do you have any questions, Jen, about any of that? Or any comments, even like anything like or anything that you notice you're feeling with this
I
energy?
know, just write down a bunch of stuff. I have um more communication equals more progress. Uh, Mercury and Leo on Monday and Sun enters Virgo on Friday. So what I'm getting from this is like strengthened mindset, daily habits, and routines. So I was choosing two things that I can do to start more structure in my life. And then I was thinking of two things, processes that I do that need to be maybe updating or something like
Mm.
that.
I love that. That's such good homework. Yes, we're gonna write that down and we'll post that as two really good things to carry through and then bring back for next week to share with the group, maybe even. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I should do that.
Yeah,
So well, homework action.
I love that. Yeah. All right. Oh, cool. Sweet. Okay, so do we want to actually do we want to spend some time journaling about that right now, actually, and then flow into the yeah,
Yeah,
since we're talking about that, it's all fresh on the brain right now. Yeah, actually, I would really love to journal right this second. So let's pivot over to the journaling party. Let's get a little sound to just soothe our ears for just a few minutes, and then let's journal about those questions. I'm adding some questions. So it's like on the video. Okay.
did you get the journal?
Huh?
Did you get to journal yet?
I wrote something down, but then I was like, I need to put these questions up for video's sake.
Are you getting everything that you wanted to out of this? Like, are you getting out of it what I'm getting out of it?
Yeah.
Because you're living it? Okay.
Yeah, you feel free to add anything that you want to add.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. I was just making sure.
Okay. That's what we got for you today. So I'm so pumped here, Jen. Like honestly, I'm already feeling all the vibes. Like this is exactly what we're meant to be doing. 100% and especially because all the signs and stars were aligning perfectly and all the things. And so I'm so grateful for you and I'm so grateful for what this community is going to be and like literally the whole salvation squad. Like dude, I can feel it now. Like it's going to be big. It's already big.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. So yeah, so we're gonna do this every week then. We're gonna try to keep up with all the things going on, all the energy in the universe, and bring you like real time, tangible tips to pull you through it and remind you that we're all going through something and you don't have to do it alone. That's the biggest thing. Yay. Well, I will leave you all with that. So, like and subscribe to our channel, like the video, share it with a friend, and join the Salvation Squad. Come heal yourself with us every Monday. Get your motivation to fuel you through the rest of the week. Mwah!